What is going on, everybody? This is BroncoJuggalo.
And Bill.
And today we are doing the Hellraiser ranking. We have reviewed all 10 films, and now we're going to rank the franchise, guys.
Yep.
Before we do, I want to talk about one thing in particular. If you want to buy a copy of Deader, and you don't want to shell out $250 for a Blu-ray, you will have to pick up this collection. It goes from anywhere between $9 and $20 on eBay. It's the Hellraiser collection. It's got films 3 through 8. Can't beat it.
Yeah. This is the best way that you're going to get Deader.
Mm-hmm. In fact, it's the only way you're going to get Deader unless you want to spend $250 on an out-of-print Blu-ray.
Yeah, I don't.
So, guys, as always, we are going to start with our least favorites, work our way to our favorites, and we're going to talk a little bit about the films, but not too much because, as I said, we just reviewed them all. Basically, we're just going to give our reasonings for why they are where they are.
Exactly. And, as always, I don't know where he ranked them. He doesn't know where I ranked them.
So, we're going to start with you, Bill.
Oh, start with me.
Number 10.
Number 10. Wow, this ain't going to be a shock to anybody. We've got Revelations at number 10. As you can notice, there is no copy of Revelations up here. I will never own one. That is piece of shit.
And the one I owned, I don't have the case for it. Well, I do, but it's in the garage.
And I wouldn't put it up here anyways. Because, yeah. Fuck that movie.
As bad as Revelations is, my number 10 is Hellseeker.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now, let me give you my reasoning here. Revelations. I went into the film knowing it was going to be terrible. I went into it knowing it was shit. I expected it to be shit, and it was shit. Hellseeker, I had only watched like part of the movie a long time ago, didn't remember anything about it. Hellseeker is my least favorite because it just frustrated the shit out of me.
Okay.
I didn't know what the fuck was going on most of the movie, and it just bothered the crap out of me. If a movie gives you a headache and makes you like just feel frustrated, and you had a terrible movie-going experience, at least when I'm watching Revelations with you, I can sit there and rip on the film, and kind of enjoy that aspect of it. This was just Hellseeker just fucking gave me a headache, and I annoyed the shit out of me.
Convoluted mess.
Big time. That's my number 10.
All right. All right. My number 9 on this list is Hellseeker. Convoluted mess. This is just a mess. You don't know where the fuck we're going. Ever. And that's why. Mm-hmm. It's just a complete train wreck. And not an enjoyable train wreck.
Definitely a train wreck.
Yeah.
My number 9 is Revelations. For all the reasons he stated before, this is technically the worst film in the franchise. At least with Hellseeker, it was shot better, things like that. And the third act kind of helped it. But my personal preference, even though I have no love for this movie at all, this is a shit movie. Maybe one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. And I really do mean that. I knew it going in, so that's why it's in this spot. Whatever. Fuck these two movies. Let's get on to the good ones. Or so, at least from here on, I liked every movie on the list. From here on.
I can't say the same. My number 8 on this list, as the third worst movie of this film, is number 3, Hell on Earth.
Seriously?
That movie is garbage.
Man, you trying to piss people off?
That movie's trash. I'm sorry. You might like CD Cinebite, but oh my God.
Yeah, but that's still considered one of the best films in the franchise.
Nope. Not to me.
Wow.
Not to me. No.
Wow.
Yeah, I shocked you with that one, didn't I?
Yeah, a little bit. My number 8 is Deader. Deader is an okay film, but it's not a very good Hellraiser film.
Ugh.
And I just it's kind of a just right there. Kind of.
Blah.
It actually may have been more middle of the road on this list, except there's a lot of movies now that I've seen them. This list has drastically changed more than any other list I've ever done. You're gonna be like shocked at my top 4. I mean,
It's because you never watched them.
Yeah, and then I've seen
once.
a couple that I've never seen at all before.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen Hellraiser before. I've never seen Revelations. I've never seen Judgment. I only saw bits and pieces of the others. You know, aside from after 4 or 5. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be a different list. But as I said, number 8, Deader for me. What do you got for number 7?
Number 7, Deader. Again, you know, same reasons why he said, you know, yeah, not a great film.
It's an okay film. It's not one that I would ask my money back for. It's just not up to the standards.
I wouldn't pay a lot for it.
It's not up to the standards of the original films.
Exactly. What do you got? 7.
My number 7 is Bloodlines.
Really?
I did enjoy it for the most part, especially that part in the French in France and stuff.
Yeah.
In the old world style, I really enjoyed that. But every other movie on this list is just higher for me. That's why it's at number 7.
Okay. Number 6, I've got Hellraiser Inferno.
I can see it. It's one of my favorites, but I get it.
It just didn't strike me as good as the others. You know, I've got no real big beef with this film, but it didn't entertain me as much.
Okay.
Sorry.
My number 6 is also Inferno. This is the first one we have in common.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah. But our reasonings are different. This Inferno is actually one of my favorite films in the franchise. From 6 up, I really enjoy these movies. I really enjoy them. And if you would have asked me prior to these recent watches for these reviews, Inferno would have been at number 3 at least. But now it's at number 6.
Oh, wow, okay.
So
your mind was changed.
Yeah, we have some big changes in this one.
Okay. Okay. Number 5. And my number 4 and my number 5 kind of, I was like, but you probably have this one ranked higher. I have Judgment at number 5. I enjoyed the film a lot, but my number 4 pick, I enjoyed just a little more.
Okay.
So, that's my reasoning there. I just enjoyed number 4 just slightly better.
All right. My number 5 is actually going to be Hell on Earth, Part 3. At one point in time, this was my number 1. I liked this movie more than the original.
I can't see that.
I did. I've always liked this movie. I've loved this movie for a long time. So yeah, at one point in time, it was my number 1, but recent watches have changed this list dramatically. So it is now at my number 5 spot.
Okay, okay. They're not going to like you very much either at that being at number 5. They're going to hate me more at number 3.
No, 5's a pretty solid spot for most fans, I think.
All right, number 8 for me. Number 8, third worst film to me. All right, and number 4, this beat out Judgment just by only a little bit. I was a little more entertained with this film, was Hellworld. I did enjoy this movie. It was the first time either of us had ever seen it. And I'm a big fan of Lance Henriksen.
Yep,
I'm sorry, I'm a big fan of him. So that's my number 4. I got Lance Henriksen. And, oh yeah, he's been killed by a Terminator, a Predator, an Alien, and a fucking Cenobite.
Yep.
Hoorah! Beat that, motherfucker.
You said that last time.
Did I say that?
When we reviewed Hellworld.
Well, I mentioned it, but did I really say boo?
No, you didn't say it that way.
Oh, okay.
Guys, my number 4 is where the community is going to rip me a new asshole. Queenie, I am so sorry. But my number 4 is Hellraiser Part 2, Hellbound.
Ooh, come on.
It was my number 4.
Queenie, I love the movie better.
Recent watches, sorry. It's my number 4. I love this film. It's a legendary film, and I love it. But it's at my number 4.
Well,
Sorry.
Well, that's the way it is. That's the way it is. All right. My number 3, yours ranked lower, Bloodlines. I like Bloodlines. I thought they did a very well job of incorporating the different time periods. I really thought they did. And I love the old-timey scenes more than the future time scenes, but hey, I still thought it was put together very well for what they were trying to do here. It could have been this film could have easily have been just like Hellseeker and been just a convoluted mess, but it wasn't.
It is a bit of a mess. There is some mess.
Nah, I can enjoy this film.
It's a decent film. I enjoy it too. My number 3 is going to be Part 8, Hellraiser Hellworld. First time watch for me, and this movie just blew me away. I loved it. Such a good film. I do not understand the hate. I don't at all. I liked all of it. I liked the role of Pinhead and the Cenobites. I liked how the house had more of a role. I like how Lance Henriksen had more of a role. I thought the way they used Pinhead was good. I liked that twist ending. I liked this movie. This movie was fucking phenomenal, and I don't understand the hate for it at all.
I don't either. It's not like the M. Night Shyamalan, what a twist! You know, it ain't that shit of a twist.
Yeah.
Alright. And number 2, I've got number 2, Hellbound. I love that film. I think that movie is amazing. I think it's a great pickup from the last film. Just picked right up after it and went really well.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, my biggest beef with the film, the Cenobites were killed too easily. But I can forgive it.
My number 2, and honestly, I can see this becoming my number 1 at some point in the future after more rewatches. My number 2 is Hellraiser Judgment. The newest film in the franchise. May be, in my opinion, it's one of the best in this franchise. I love this movie. This movie peeled my wig back, scooped out my brains, put them in an ice cream dish, covered them in chocolate syrup, whipped cream, and put a cherry on it, and then ate them motherfuckers. That's how fucking phenomenal this film is. Everybody that I know that's watched this film has praised it. But I say it's better than just okay. I say that this is the second best film in this franchise. And that's my opinion.
That's his opinion. I wouldn't go that far. And of course, hey, neither one of us has said this, so our number 1, the original Hellraiser.
Yep, our number 1 is the original Hellraiser. Like I said, at one point in time, 3 beat out this one for me, but a lot of that was childhood nostalgia.
Yeah.
I've probably watched Hellraiser 1, the original film, over the course of my life, maybe 15 times.
Okay.
Because it's not an annual watch for me. You know what I mean? It's one that I pull out when I'm in the mood for it. But I've probably watched it about 15 times in my life, I'd say, somewhere in there.
Yeah, and when you're younger, it is a more in-depth film as far as...
Well, when I got older with this watch, actually, I fell more in love with it than I ever have before.
Because when you're younger, you crave more action than substance, and this film is more substance than anything else. I mean, Doug Bradley only had about 5 minutes of screen time, and that's why I have to give it to this film.
And only about 10 or so lines. I don't know how many exactly, but it wasn't very many.
He created a horror icon in 5 minutes of screen time.
And he wasn't even supposed to be the main character.
No, it was supposed to be a female.
And then
the woman was supposed to be Pinhead. In fact, in the comics, they have started to do that.
Oh, the female Pinhead?
The female Pinhead.
Yeah.
They've started doing the comics that way. The ones that are out there. I don't know. I don't think the comics are in print anymore.
Like I said, for me, I fell in love with this movie all over again.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to keep up with these movies more often. Now, there are some that are not going to be in here unless I just decide to marathon it. I will probably never watch Revelations again. I definitely don't think I'm ever going to watch Hellseeker again.
No.
If I do, I'm going to have to take like some Valium or something to fucking try to muddle my way through that.
LSD?
Maybe. But
it might make sense.
Judgment, Hellworld, those are going to get repeated watches. In fact, Judgment's going to get another watch very soon. Pretty much as soon as I buy it. And it's even on Netflix. I may go home and watch it on Netflix later today. Because I just loved that movie. I thought it was so good. And I've been actually wanting to watch it again since we watched it last week.
Damn. See, it had that much of an impression.
Definitely. Guys, that is our Hellraiser ranking. Let us know yours. I know they're going to be different. Just remember, mine's always right and yours is wrong.
No, he's an idiot.
Yes, I am. This is BroncoJuggalo saying thank you all so much. Peace.
And Bill saying good night.
Talking about mob shit. Go. Couple $100 grand, nah, it ain't much. Mob shit. One phone call, you can get touched. Mob shit. Jimmy gave Tommy a to-do list. Mob shit. Good fellas always got a full clip. Mob shit. Keep the family biz on the